We'll see. Do we have anyone that wants to?
I didn't see anybody. Peggy's not here. What? You didn't hear Peggy?
Okay.
You scared her off?
I guess so.
Yeah. All right, nothing from the public. So we're gonna run through to October 25 minutes. Oh, we have those? Yeah, we don't have those. That's my fault.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented in October, sir.
As we wrote them in October?
Yes.
Okay. I have a motion to approve minutes from October. Second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so carried. Okay, and you want to take it on the P&L and the.
Okay, so our P&L shows that we carried over, after we paid bills, we carried over $9,482 from the previous month. We're getting quite a bit of money from the state for sales tax, and I think it's because they're trying to catch up and finally figure out actually what our monthly income should be. So we're above what we projected for sales tax redemption. And you'll see that in here.
So that's the 13,000 for the sales tax,
Yes,
and that's just a month.
yes, that's for the month of October.
Okay.
And then, so that being the first month of the year, we'll start to see the numbers increase for the net income. And again, as we're going to talk about in a future item, we've set aside money for purchasing a new building and our expansion.
So I'm looking at we were talking before, Brandon, we talked last meeting about just to start watching. I anticipate that in the next couple of years we're going to lose ad valorem tax, and so and we're going to be heavily reliant on sales tax. So that said, we have we're now 13,000, and our standard contractual amount, well, now we're going to get what, 20,000 per month. Is that what it's going to be roughly?
Well, we have not.
We haven't.
Yes.
Roughly, that's a good rough number.
I think so.
That's all in. And so just a point on sales tax, just to remember that sales tax, like the sales tax that you just got for in the month of November will close out last fiscal year. So your auditor is going to ask you to move all that back to last fiscal year because it was actually paid in the district in September. And so you'll start the new year. I broke down the sales tax for the year. So you ended your year with 400. Oh, that's ESD2. You ended last year. So you're going to end your prior fiscal year, which would have been November sales tax, with 156,402. It's about a 28% increase over the year prior, and you're running in that 12 to 15,000 a month mark. So I didn't mean to interrupt on your meeting, but on that.
And this is for me. This is the critical piece of this is not for necessarily for us, but this is the district as a whole that we have to really work with our government partners to and the community as a whole, is to encourage people to buy local, shop here, do their business here, and not do their business outside of the area. Because if you shop here, you do your work here, then it comes here and it stays here. So then we'll recoup more. So every time somebody stops at HEB on the way home from their work in San Antonio, it's a loss to the community.
Well, all I can say is that my ag exempt is tripled what it was last year.
You mean what, the ag valuation?
The tax on my ag property
Yeah.
tripled. So the state lowered it, but the county
They
raised it.
lowered the rate, but they increased, so that's a little game that they played with.
Yeah,
that
they
one.
increased the evaluation. So I was paying 400, I'm paying 1,100 now.
Okay. Okay, it's all of note, I guess. People are pretty ticked off in the state about that more, and
Yes.
we're seeing it more and more. So it's gonna, there'll be a revolt on this one eventually. Florida's done it. Governor's been talking about it, so it's something that is gonna come up, and we're probably 5 years out from looking at it. So, my point there is, this is something that it needs to be a concerted effort locally here, is just keep your money close, keep your money home, don't send your money away, And part of what we did here with partnering with ESD4 is we're actually doing that very thing in many ways, is that the money that we bring in from the tax base, it stays in Medina County at a minimum, but it actually, in a lot of ways, it stays within the district. And that's great, because if you live in the district, you're paying taxes, on your home or whatever, or you're buying locally, and then it just regenerates itself. So that's what we need to keep that, again, that money close. We need to keep that tax base close by.
And I mean, this, but I don't know that I actually heard the number you were talking about, what we think the monthly cost is gonna be, or quarterly cost, but we're working through that budget, we'll get it to you here pretty quick. It's whatever it's gonna cost to provide it, which is
Yeah.
figuring out that budget, figuring out the capital side. That way this board has to write far fewer checks, so how much is being paid directly, sure, the folks are working. So we'll get that number to you, but I don't have the exact number yet.
So I want to watch that tax coming in closely, and make sure we're tracking it, because I anticipate, so we're going to be tagging on our savings for a while, and still relying on that valorem, but in order to make up the difference, that delta that's going to be there. But I mean, ideally, really, what we need is our operational budget, our day-to-day operational budget should just be right at whatever we take into sales tax on average.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we need to be. So we're not going to get cheaper. We're not, the business isn't going to get cheaper. We need to encourage more tax here, more local shopping and local commerce here in order to, because that's what keeps the economy going. Stop sending your money away, folks. Keep your money close. Okay. Go ahead. What was that? Did you say something?
Motion approved.
Oh, we didn't even have the motion yet, so I was gonna ask you, do you have any questions about what's going on the P&L with
I just want to make sure I understand this correctly, okay? So this board is on a fiscal year, it goes on October
Yes.
1st to September 30th, is that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's what I wrote down. Okay, I'm making a motion to,
And I will get you the approved budget,
okay,
so you understand where we're at. Catch you up.
okay.
Okay, got a motion to approve?
Approve
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? So carried.
So we actually need to set her position where it's going to be.
We were just discussing that, yeah. And I asked her if she would, and I got, when we first started.
It's on 7 Alpha. It's an agenda item for 7 Alpha.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, thank you. We can keep going.
Oh, you're right. And kind of sort, yeah.
All the agenda.
Oh, your chin.
Okay, David, you want to walk the dog on the agenda number 5?
5A.
All right, so I'm gonna go over the chief's report quickly. I'll kind of log into it. For October, one of the big things was getting these ambulances stocked and the stock room stocked. So for my side, there was a lot of medical supply order. So I spent a good bit of that. It ended up, we moved up a couple days from where we thought we were gonna start. So we had to get that ready, and it was kind of crunch time at the end. Started oversight of the on-duty crew pre-incident planning. So we got that started off of 173 coming down. Just kind of my outlook on it, you know, you have your benefits from the fire side from ESD2 for pre-planning stuff, but you also have those businesses where you get some of those personnel coming into the business and introducing themselves. But you also see kind of if something happens at this business, where am I going to bring the stretcher? If somebody falls in the back, how am I going to do it? So it gives us a good idea of how we're going to work through those problems.
Do you keep, this is a side note, but do you keep, I don't know, off-the-shelf plans for stuff like that, ingress, egress, stuff like that? You can, like, go.
Yeah, we have
It's
a
not
full
big,
system where we can go in and log notes on each business.
Okay. Yeah.
And lieutenant on duty comes up on his CAD, he can point to that business, pulls up, has contact names, problems that we might face, so.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. She started, she had a few tasks assigned, the website and the agendas. So we got her going on that.
Who?
Stephanie.
Oh.
She's the smart one. Oh, sorry.
We did have the meetings for the Cactus Festival.
Yeah.
Met with that, had an engine and an ambulance in the parade. Then we set up the tent downtown. It went pretty smooth. We had some bumps and bruises, stuff like that, but nothing serious. The ambulance started that day, but they ran pretty hard, but nothing downtown during the festival.
Good. Yeah. How was the baby kissing part of it? That was the important one.
Seriously, great.
I'm serious.
It was great.
And a lot of people, more people meet you guys, and the more they know you.
A
That's
lot
what
of people came to the tent. We all try to get out there and kind of include ourselves in it also. So everybody's happy to have us out.
Any takeaways from that on any things that you want to do next time? We have Natalia coming up in the spring for their little bonnet, so I want to do the same thing. So is there anything that you see like, hey, we want to, if there's an expenditure or if there's something we need or we want to do as for the ESD, it's all about public relations on that one, really.
I think it went perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good setup, and everybody came through and shook our hand. We had good egress out of it if we needed a call, so it went pretty smooth.
Yeah.
The Spartan race, when's that?
That was this last week.
Last weekend.
How'd that go?
Good. Did address the lieutenants, firefighters, and paramedics that were coming up starting. They were going through orientation at the end of the month. We all wanted to sit with them, kind of give them our expectations of how we're going to work here and what goes on a daily basis before they started. Had some back and forth with Ramtech during the month. Getting some kind of communication with them was a little rough, but it took a while for them to get those plans back to me, but it's been probably 2 weeks doing that.
That's the building that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said, we had the stock prep for the early rollout at the end of the month. And then went over the Zoll quote, which is included in this. And I think we're going to hit that next on the whole business. On operations, looks like we're going to average about 170 calls a month on ambulances. One good thing that we had.
Sorry, that seems low. We were roughly around 200 before, right?
170 to this day, so we still got another week.
Oh, you're saying for this month? Got it, okay.
We're averaging
Somebody's gonna choke.
6.5, 7 calls a day.
God help them. That's a joke, folks. Go on YouTube lane.
One good thing that did happen this month was we had ESD1 trucks covering these calls if we had both ambulances out. We do have a policy that when they are both out, the LaCoste station ambulance is going to drop down to the district cover calls. We have multiple calls that we covered that we transported somebody in the ESD1 ambulance. So we didn't have to call Frio, we didn't have to call Atascosa. It was all within the district.
We're all one big district, so, yeah, okay. Keep those numbers so we can see. Were we out of ambulances at any time that we missed a run?
You have a report.
I sent you the 4 reports.
It's right in your packet.
It's in my packet, I don't have it.
So the total details for this
Oh, it's
month
okay.
will be in next month's report, just kind of give you an idea, just so you have something this month. But month to date, 22 times a non-District 40 medic unit has taken a call down here, but nothing has come from, we have not had to utilize Atascosa or Frio. There are multiple times we're on the line with one unit available for the whole areas, but, like, the whole count, but it's balanced. It's done, it's been well, it's taken a lot of work, but they're doing a good job for the first month.
I think this is one of the best things we get with you guys. I really believe that.
And the good thing is we'll have that full report for the whole month of November, because we just didn't have it in October.
Yep, totally.
We'll get that to you for next meeting, and then we'll get us a great idea of it.
So what were the long poles in the tent on these really extensive windows? An hour and a half one, and what's the other one, 2 hours? Is it? Those 0 levels.
That's how long we had 0.
Yeah, I know. But what was the reason behind it? What happened?
Just transports.
Okay. They get stuck up there or something?
Yeah, it's a long transport. You're averaging about 40 minutes to get from here to the hospital and back.
Well, the 6th was a bad day.
Actually, the first day was the worst. No, the 6th.
The 6th, 11 hours?
November, 11 hours and 56 minutes. So we
Yeah.
only got it.
Just hustling.
Yeah.
I mean, this was, that's a lot of turn and burn, and those guys they were cranking it, so give them our best on that. They stay on top of them, get working, yeah.
About time they did some work.
So what do you see as, well, what do you think is that hurdle that we were gonna hit, it's gonna say, hey, you gotta do 3 now? Or do we have,
Good.
is there any, there's no real times,
We don't
no
have
bracketing on it?
We don't have a great grasp yet, and so from the business side, I've got a couple ideas on that.
Yeah.
Let's get a couple months under us to
Sure,
where
yeah.
we feel articulated to, because there's a couple things that we need to look at, and we'll chat offline where some options on what's the best avenue we need to take
Okay,
that's the most fiscally responsible. So.
yeah,
But give us, let us see. I mean, we believed we knew what we were walking. I mean, we would see it, hear it each day. This is the first month we've been part of it. And so now that we're part of it, we have a small microcosm of it right now, 3.5 weeks. Very steady. But let's see if it becomes a part and where we're at. So I think that's the fair, I don't think we have enough data to make a suggestion on that type of expenditure yet.
Yeah, my idea is 6 months to a year to figure out what we're doing.
I don't know if we've got that much time.
Well, because we haven't had good numbers, so this is
I
the
understand that, but
half month that we've got a number at all to look at.
But I've got some ideas we'll visit with in some type of committee group that we can bring back to the whole board.
it's just a problem, and we owe to everybody to fix this crap, to get-
Well,
get it-
but we owe Natalia station.
We do.
We owe some
I can
other
walk you
things
through
before we
them,
gotta
kind
get
of sort
there.
it,
Yep.
so, and we gotta do that. Yeah, I'm assuming that you're gonna, the data you're putting together is also gonna include kind of a heat map and where we've got it.
Our system will spit that out once we have a good month.
I gave you a little bit of a visual up on that map of just our first month of where our calls are.
Oh. I'm surprised.
I was too.
I'm actually very surprised.
And those can change month to month also.
Yeah, no,
It's-
no, I
It's
got
hard
it.
to project out off of 1 month, so we just need more data on it. But yeah, that's where our calls are.
Rolling. All right. It's a
No, there's nothing in town. I would say, yes. 90% of the calls were in Devine, as opposed to none of them in Natalia. It's interesting. Okay, good, thank you. That's good data. And I like that, that's good too.
All the rest of my report is just basic stuff, but, you know, we had the unit strike at the signs, did some in-house maintenance on the vehicles, my vehicle and the ambulance, so.
Okay.
All that was handled.
What's the timeline for that third unit to be up?
We've got the lettering off now, we're trying to get some of the glue off of it.
Okay.
Once we do that, we can get it over to Bailey and get it striped.
And the biggest thing here is also, we're looking at about 75,000 in equipment.
You what?
Probably 75,000 in equipment. Between monitor
to load it.
and stretcher. Right.
Sure.
So that's, you'll have a monitor quote tonight, and then we're looking at the stretcher quote should be coming in, but they're 20-something credit. You know, so that's gonna be the biggest thing. But right now, like, we have our reserve unit down here because one of your units.
Sure,
is,
yeah.
It's probably gonna be about at least another 30 days, 45 days.
Okay.
This is a rough
Just
estimate.
an understanding. But we got it rolling. I know you guys are working on it. I know it's not getting left behind.
So with that, the unit that went up for the AC, is that not one that was already been up there?
I don't have any record of it.
We had one that went, right?
We had both of them that went, I
I
thought.
thought we only had the one up there.
No, because they had to get engineer approval to do whatever they were gonna do. Anyway, so how long do they think that's gonna be out?
I got an update today that the manager of Siddons said it's gonna be a while.
Gotta love it.
Is this an equipment problem? Or is this just crap happens?
No, it's a maintenance issue on the AC. It's like a drip of oil into the passenger compartment.
I mean, this is a brand new bus.
Well, it's not really a maintenance thing, it's a warranty thing.
Well, right, but it's
Yeah.
it's the actual apparatus, not equipment on the apparatus.
Yeah, I understand, but is this a brand of equipment problem?
Oh.
I guess is my question. Is this a Ford versus Chevy
Oh,
problem?
okay, gotcha. I'm not familiar with those units.
Okay.
I would tell you, it's not something we ever looked at. So that is so you have your different tiers of medic units. It's on the lower tier line. I mean, it's definitely a budget. It's definitely a budget truck when you start looking at the quality of vehicle.
So y'all's came from where?
So ours are wheel coach.
Oh, they're wheel coach units?
Yes.
Oh, I love those. Ours came from Canada. That's why there was a long dispute over US versus Canada lines and engineers for the other unit that went up there. And it was gone for, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 weeks.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. So,
Is there potential for upgrade to a better quality piece of equipment, or in the ones that are the parts that are breaking? This is not the first time for that AC unit. I know that. I'm almost positive this.
so
I know we had one go up. And
the one, if it was only one that went up, it was an engineer battle, and finally the candidate engineers agreed to whatever Siddons wanted to do. And so if that's the way it was, then they should be able to fix this pretty quick because it's been approved. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't believe we have enough information to have any opinion on it.
Okay. All right. Do you want to talk about what we talked about before, about just kind of operational concept, what you're anticipating, or how you want to implement, how best you think you can serve?
So I kind of made that map to kind of explain that, and you see the numbers up there, which can be skewed, but we have the one unit operating out of ESD4 fire station, and then we have the other unit that's kind of staging in Natalia during the day, about 8 to 6. That gives them coverage up in Natalia, and then that fire station unit can cover the big,
Yeah,
a lot of calls right there in the city of Devine, so it can cover that. In the future, what I would see is you have that fire station unit operating there, and then possibly, if it goes right, having that station in Natalia covering that all the way to coal mine, down through the city of Natalia, and then covering Great Oaks. Would be a good coverage area.
yeah,
I mean, it's a large area.
Because geographically it's large, yeah, but the call volume isn't. The call volume, we did have call volume there, but it was, you know, it was generally, it was a lot right within the city, but then on the outer skirts, not much.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it was with it. So the call to Great Oaks almost never happens.
Yeah. The thing is, we want to keep that response time as low as we can.
Sure.
And I kind of mapped it out, and right there in the city of Natalia would keep us under 8 minutes to anywhere up northwest down to Great Oaks.
Okay.
And then the fire station one, same. You go all the way up to Hondo Creek. If we're not having many calls up there, but it still gives you around 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the whole city of Devine and down to 770 is right at 7 or 8 minutes.
So by staging out of there, your response time is, you think it's dropped by
Yes.
how much? Percent, just a guesstimate.
I guess about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
So somehow, way back when we did the districts, the fire district goes to Hondo Creek in 173. The EMS district goes to Beery in 173, which is like 8 or 9 miles further this way. I don't know if Mike negotiated something with somebody, but the districts are different. So EMS wise, we don't go all the way to Hondo Creek. We just go to Beery.
We go west to Hondo Creek, but we don't always go north to Hondo Creek on 173.
No,
East of Hondo Creek.
we stop at Beery.
No. That's when we're going north on 173. When we're going west out 2200, we go to Hondo Creek still.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, so it's weird how they drew the district for EMS. But
yeah,
yeah,
it'd be great if it was just a county service altogether. Anyway.
I know the fire department did it by school district. That's how that ended up.
Yeah.
It was easy.
Yeah. Okay, so any major changes, pending Natalia, and staging out of there, or having that, where we have that, you know, we have the look from our call volumes and our level 0 volumes. Where would we, I guess maybe we don't have enough data on this, but kind of be focused on where we think we're gonna be parking a third unit.
I'll keep an eye on all the numbers on it and where we're going, and give us a couple months.
Yeah,
Just 2 months could change it a good bit.
yeah, we don't, like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen this in the year I've been doing in here, so that grouping within Devine. So, and if we can come up with a good digital representation that we can throw up here on that stuff, so that'd be great. So then everybody else can see it and kind of we can talk through it. Okay. Any questions, Brenda? Patrick, any questions for the chief's update?
Nope.
No.
All right. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. One of them. Any issue with the way he's operating it right now?
No. Good job.
That's really what we're worried about. This isn't necessarily an approval, a board approval thing, but is there any concerns about how he's operating it? I know you're pretty good on it, so just understanding.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Let's move on to agenda item number 6, old business, the Zoll contract buyout quote.
I don't have any. Did you send me something?
No, there was something in there on that one.
I don't know why I thought I'll make it, that's it right there.
Clint handled, you redeemed yourself from last week.
Okay, do you have a copy of this too?
I do.
Okay. So this is something that was left over from the previous board when they were going to an in-house service. And there was a very high cost on it. Chief Cook has engaged it, and what do we go from, Clint?
So we went from the total contract cost for 120 month lease agreement was gonna cost you $326,808. And so it's my recommendation that we go with the purchase of the 2 units. Long story short, what we did was we told them, we're not paying your lease anymore. And because we were under a lease as a government agency, we can do that. And then we said, but we'd like to buy those monitors, but because they're used, we need a refurb price. And so we worked together, came up with a quote, price. In the end, because you did pay a lease payment, so you have a little bit of money in it. You would have, altogether, with the lease payment you paid and the price to purchase them, you're now gonna be at $108,080, saving the district $218,727.
I like
And you own
Well,
them.
these are used now.
Wait a minute, so what is the $80,000 on here?
That's to purchase the 2 refurb units and own them.
So not 108.
No, we've already paid the
So you
other.
paid 28.
We've already paid the
in your
28.
bus.
Okay.
So just trying to show total cost of, in the end, because you've been paying on them for a year, the total cost, you end up being $108,000. But what you're gonna owe right now, instead of continuing on that lease, you're gonna owe $80,000, whatever that $80,000 number, $80,846. That's all you owe. You've already paid the other.
I make a motion that we approve to pay $80,846.36 to pay off the lease agreement that we have for the monitors.
Brendan, you understand what's going on?
Yes, I do,
So-
and I'm good with that. I think that's,
So you're not paying off the lease agreement. So just for semantics, you're purchasing them.
You're purchasing.
We did not continue with the lease, and so you're purchasing them.
The monitors.
Yes.
Okay.
So let me amend that. I make a motion that we pay the contract off for $80,846.36 to purchase the unit, the
2.
EKG monitors that we have.
And I'll second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Thank you. Very much for working on that.
Greatly appreciated.
Yep. And how we're gonna do that, because there's some details to the negotiations on this, we'll pay it and invoice you,
Okay,
because of the volume we do, we get a little bit better pricing.
yep, got it. Totally. So then are those gonna,
You're gonna own them.
we'll own them and then, but they're gonna go right back in service?
Yes, they're inserts. They haven't.
Yeah, I'm saying, so they're just gonna stay on the trucks and go, like we got it.
Yeah.
So, what we need to do is come up with stickers so that we can inventory the items that we own.
Yeah, well, we have that inventory.
Thank you.
So, to be clear, no matter, in the way that the contracts all work, no matter what is purchased, if it's capital, if your money touched it, you own it. So, it don't matter even how it gets titled, whatever, like, if this all breaks down, you own all your capital equipment. So. And then the other thing, well, did you have the other Zoll in there?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you see 2 Zoll quotes. The other one is for the monitor for the 3rd unit. It's another refurb monitor.
Oh, at the very bottom?
And that's the 60,000?
No, it's
80 something.
It's actually half of that, 76,000. It's a quote for 76,000.
You didn't get a refurbished quote?
Yeah, no, it's only 38 of it's yours. It's for 2.
One's gonna be for the reserve unit here and one over there.
Right.
Okay, when we finish, can we I want to make sure we're chat so we can nail down all the right places that we need to do,
So,
make it official.
so we'll invoice for the stuff and then.
And we'll do the same thing on the interlocal too, so
Yeah,
we'll handle it.
perfect.
Okay. Thank you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, we gotta make a motion to approve the purchase of.
We just did.
You good?
We just
That's
made a
just the
motion to
two
approve the
monitors.
$80,000, but not the
Not
additional,
that third,
the third EKG
not
monitor.
this
If you
one.
look at what's going on here. Okay. Please,
So you could amend your other motion to do it all as part of one motion.
Amend it.
It's part of the whole,
to say do that.
Yes.
for the 3 monitors as presented.
Yeah.
Okay, I make a motion to purchase the 3 monitors as presented.
Okay. Brenda?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Thank you. Again, we're done. Next slide. I'm trying to find out where the hell they are.
Did you get the other guys to quote you anything?
No.
They wouldn't even call me back.
This is the damage that was done by Allegiance.
So if I can cover one more thing just as a point, kind of part of the chief's report. While it's not really complete right now, you're gonna start getting a financial report from us.
About time.
And so what we did, this is gonna address all the funding that moves through and paid directly by ESD1, but it's all broken down by the ESDs we service. And so you're gonna have your own, basically, budget versus actual for all the money that we're representing you with, from payroll to maintenance to fuel to revenue from billing. And so this will be how we track where we sit. So you'll see some budget numbers in there. Right now, when I added up your lease payments, what you're paying for trucks and the 200 and something for the subsidy, you're paying about $495,000 a year right now when you add in all those capital costs. So that's the number that's sitting on the top right now. Again, like we said from the beginning, whatever, the building's gonna offset whatever. We just don't know what that's gonna be yet. We're pretty good, I mean, we think we have on volume, but until it starts coming in. So that's the number that's sitting there, but that includes everything. That's all your capital, that's your ambulance payments, that's your, the monitor leases going after this year, you know, that payment. So just give you an idea of why that number's sitting there like that. But these numbers are not refined yet, totally, just because we just created this system, but I wanted to show you what the budget versus actual is gonna look like each month. And this is a financial report that Ms. Earls will provide to you each month. There's really nothing on it this month other than the design.
Oh, it is, okay. Nothing unanticipated for me. It's as I expected. Okay. We're gonna move on. Agenda item. Yeah. That clock's off.
7A.
It's almost 8, yeah. We're gonna move on to agenda item number 7A. We're gonna talk about the current and projected board positions. Right now, we still have 1 position open. Oh, we actually technically have 2 positions open. We have the assistant treasurer and the secretary open. What Fred and I were just talking about a little bit ago is if she'd be willing to take on the role of the secretary, at least for the next month and a half, until we get our new members, our 2 new members in, which we anticipate, because Tony is going to be leaving, and then we can reevaluate at that point. So if that's acceptable to you. And when we first started, we developed some job descriptions and actually positions like, here's what the role is. So,
Okay,
and I'll share that all with you.
okay.
But that's really what it comes down to.
Okay, so I'll make a motion that Brenda is the secretary of the board.
Okay,
I'll second that.
There you
There we
go.
go. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Brenda, secretary.
No D, AI.
Well, a lot of it's gonna be working directly with Stephanie on minutes
Yay.
and all communications, you know, really, it's anything goes on
Stephanie's
in
not
communications. But it's keeping the minutes, that kind of thing. Okay,
Now, she's
so,
gonna do all that for you.
yeah, we're super happy to have both of them on here.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so agenda item number 7B is the new building at Natalia Station. David, do you want to talk this one at all? Oh, that's just the quote for the door.
So I sent this
The three
over.
options.
I sent this over by email, to give you kind of a prelude to that, but, I gave you multiple options. So Ramtech.
And Ramtech is the company that you used for Honda, right?
So there's really two options in this. I went back, one of them didn't have a shower in the bathroom, we need 2 showers in it. So you're looking at the 6-bedroom, which is
You're
the
working up.
SK1 is a 301,000, and then the SK3, the 255,000. Those are really the 2 options. One's the 4-bedroom, the other is a 6. So these are modular buildings. They deliver and install and place it on CME block, so there's no slab with it. But this is a metal building.
Sorry, they're on block?
Yes.
Really?
Okay. But you have skirting on the bottom that's metal, the rest of the metal building. I did add, just in case you wanted to make it look a little bit more nice,
So
was the 8,000 at the bottom. That's just a masonry wainscot if you want it. But this is a 3-month turnaround on this for full delivery installation. Has all what the prices include. Like I said, delivery, installation, CMU block, you got the tie downs, skirting. This is all metal exterior. And the only thing you really need to do is tie in the electrical and the plumbing.
fire alarm sprinkler system.
You have 2 exits at,
It said pricing does not include fire alarm and sprinkler system, so
correct.
which we will need to install in there.
Okay.
We will not. If we have crew in quarters, we don't need to have a fire alarm or sprinkler system in there.
Smoke detectors.
Yeah, if you have the right two exits,
Okay.
it does need it.
Yeah, this doesn't need what we got here.
Okay.
So one of the things that this avoids is the architect. So you're looking at $100,000 for that architect that you're going to avoid with doing this. So it's just bringing it out, setting it up.
And then how do we then, because this does not include garage, is this plural? Does not include coverage space for the ambulances.
You're looking at another $150,000 for the
Okay,
for
so
the
the
ambulance space,
301 is the 6-bedroom,
6-bedroom. That was just giving you an extra option
and
in case
the
there's growth.
249 and 255, those are both 4-bedroom.
Those are 4-bedroom. The 255 is the one with 2 showers, which we would need.
You would need that for, there's only 2 people over there. Are you gonna put an officer over there?
The main thing is you want to leave enough for a volunteer or a student.
We're gonna have 4 over there. We need a plan for 4. And we have a mix in there as well. So the 6-bedroom in my mind, for me, I think the 6-bedroom is optimal and it gives us room to expand even more as we go along. And like I said,
Well, it's a metal building. I mean, we can discuss this later. This is just options, but it's a metal building. You can always add on to it.
No, so it's not a metal building.
This is
So
not a
it's a
metal
modular
It's a
building.
modular.
It's lined in metal, but it's
Yes.
modular building. It, once
on wheels.
yeah, once you, it's a trailer home, but
Okay, gotcha.
So the email we sent y'all has a YouTube video to watch them bring it in, put it together, do all of that. So I did send the email, so y'all can watch that later, but it
Okay,
gives you an idea of what it is looking like to put it together.
all right, cool.
These are built here in Texas. They're on a buy board contract, so for competitive, for bidding. And then we talked about the garage, you know, we built a barn beside it. Worst case scenario, about 150. We think it'll be less than that, but just when you start looking at slab, electrical, do a 2-bed barn. So worst case, we think probably another 150.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
And I'm not an Italian resident, but is an Italian resident going to be acceptable with that type of a facility?
Well, according to them previously, in February, when we went and told them we were digging into this one and that we were going to consider all options, they were not at all happy that we were considering, on their property, that they were not happy that we would even consider putting in a modular building.
But I just thought,
Which is one of the reasons that we are considering options outside of their piece of property.
I think they'd really be happy to have a station over there.
I agree.
And people are always fearful of what they don't know, right?
Right.
I would encourage, if there's any questions with the board, drive out to Hondo. I wasn't a big fan initially. But when you start looking at the pricing, what it offers, what you can get for the turnaround time, I mean, this is a 40-year building. I mean, it's a high quality building. I was, but once they finish skirting it, it matches up to the metal building. I mean, yes, we know it's a modular building, but,
Y'all did this where?
Hondo, ESD6. So to say we did it, ESD6 did it for the sleeping quarters for the Hondo fire station. They just actually moved into it today. And
Oh, they have not been in it yet. Just
no, they've been setting up. But aesthetically, it's very nice.
So do you have any data from other fire departments or EMS services that have used them and what their thoughts are on?
I can't lie, I have it, and I can get it to you.
Yeah.
You know.
Generally speaking, when we're talking about modular buildings, modular homes are, the ones now are extremely well built.
Oh no, San Antonio, when they're expanding, they just take a double wide and stick it out there and that's what you live in, so, yeah.
yeah, I have one in my office. It's an office facility, but they're built really nice. They're very stable.
If you think about the way that they're built inside of a warehouse, they're constructed inside of a building, and everything's there, and it all comes to them. It's an assembly line system as opposed to stick built where you got dudes on job sites and rain and whatever else going on. So it's
It'll be $1 million less.
the building portion of it is very high quality.
Yeah.
It's just it's a matter of the perception.
I didn't mean to ask that question.
No. I'm glad you did. I mean, it's a very good question.
You're just a troublemaker.
No. Let's make it. I just thought I would ask the question because I know that I've been in meetings and it's been on the topic for quite a while.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming that they're thinking it's going to be a slab facility and that this won't be per se. But I think that this would still work. I think that at least that gives something over there. I think they're good. It's a process in the right direction.
And a lot of people aren't familiar with what it takes to build a governmental slab facility.
Right.
If that was the choice the board decided to move, we would move into that in about 27 months.
Well, we already
If we own the property and said, let's do it today.
we already got into this with
Yeah.
the engineer
Yeah,
who
it's
said we
27
were budgeting like, I don't know, 250 or 300 or something like that. No, just for the building itself. And then the engineer came back Natalia's engineer came back and said, oh yeah, we'll approve that for 200 grand. You're like,
250,000.
we were like, okay, whatever. It was just an insane number. That's what put the brakes on all of us.
Yeah.
Was like that's just not fiscally responsible at all. That we're not doing the right thing by the public.
Yeah, I've built 7 fire stations, from the time we say go, if we own the land, we're looking 24 to 27 months. Between meetings and design and
Wow.
it just, yeah. So, and you're talking at least $1 million to $1.5 million minimum. Well, it's probably more than what, probably $2 million more than what this would cost in today's world. Look at 500 a square.
We talked about why not to do it.
But just give you an idea.
That building could be picked up potentially and moved to another location if it happens to as well.
Yep.
Okay.
I think
And-
it's a step in the right direction for everybody, all parties, too, I think it's a good move.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Okay, well, this is something we're gonna have to take off, I think we're gonna have to take offline. Not necessarily tonight either. But this gets us going, this gets us moving, and we're gonna revisit this, next month at our meeting in, what is our meeting date?
December 9th.
No, it's not.
Yeah, says that on this agenda.
It's not
It says
December
so
9th,
right here.
because Steve's gonna be in a different country on December 9th.
Steve wants, wait, we have to approve it. We're not there yet, sir.
Yeah. we're
Come
gonna-
on, move on.
Okay, agenda, we're tabling that for now, and, please make sure that's on the agenda for next month. Okay. So let's talk about quotes on new doors at Station 40. This was the damage from, Allegiance, just prior to them taking off. That correct? $7,000? $7,000?
Oh, no. That's for the security doors.
Yeah, that's the
Oh, okay.
security system. So 2152 for repair, right?
That's for the garage doors.
2,000, okay, okay.
So that's within our budget. I make a motion that we approve $2,150.54 to repair the door that was damaged by Allegiance that I don't think they filed a claim for. So, but anyway,
And just to make sure you know, that's all 3 doors at this point have something wrong with them.
Door 1, 2, and 3.
Didn't we just get the damn doors fixed in like May?
yes.
So on one of them, you have the hinges and cables, and then you have your bar that connects to the chain.
That's the broken one, yeah.
And then the rest of them have problems also with the toys, with the trunk. At this point, we can open and close the middle bay only.
What do you see as the issue with, is it an equipment issue? Is it a use issue? Is it a maintenance issue that you're seeing from, or do you know?
I don't know, I can't tell you that. This was,
The first one is a not paying attention to what you're doing issue.
Okay. Okay.
so I know this one closest to us was bound up and bent that arm also. That's on the top, put it to the chain. So it seems like a common problem that's happening before.
So you think it's a design problem? Is that what you're saying?
No.
A use problem.
You're saying it's a use problem?
Yes, those doors been out there a long time.
Do we need to do
We've gotten
something
rid of
else?
the problem.
Do we need to, huh? We what?
We've gotten rid of the problem.
Do you think that's the case? Do you
Yes.
think that's the case?
No. I think fixing this should be fine.
No,
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying,
saying.
do you think the problem has been corrected?
Yes,
The source of the problem has been corrected?
yes, sir.
Okay. I have a motion on the table to approve the $2,152 for repair of the roll-up doors on Station 40.
I'll say.
Second on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Okay.
I think just to kind of echo on that, people that know how to take care of a fire station and the basic maintenance around it will make a difference.
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Something's broke, we fix it.
Yeah. Agenda item number 7D, interlocal agreement between ESD1 and ESD4.
Wait. Where does this come in?
So this has been on here for a couple months. This is the security doors.
Yeah, but where is that
It's not
on?
on the agenda.
We do not have it on the agenda.
Can we put it under doors?
That was kind of included with the doors,
With the doors?
station 40 doors.
Okay, let's reopen 7C and discuss the,
Door?
this is upgrade for, oh, I see why they're all still together, that's why. Right, they're together. This is for the security system on all the doors here. Right now, we have a different system. This one would bring us in line with the systems that ESD1 is using, so we're the same coming across the board. Did you guys change yours too?
Not yet, we're still looking at.
Okay.
Okay, so explain this.
So you have the main system throughout ESD1 that can be monitored. You have keypads with a unique ID for each person, and you can see who goes in and goes out by that pin. You can control it from, he can control it and see who goes in and out. So you have the push bars as well. You have the Sage keyway, the gateway with transformer.
So is this, out here we have a key card. Is that the same key card system or is it something, is it gonna be push button? What is it gonna be?
The key card is for the gate.
So it's gonna be a whole new system, they're push button. Every employee has a individual code, so from a security side, when someone no longer is employed by us, we remove their access. So it's individual secured access to the facility with tracking. And so, right now you have universal codes, so even when someone's no longer involved, they still have a code unless you change the code. So this, we individually assign codes, and if they're no longer with us, then we remove them from the system, they no longer have access. And so it's just a more secured access control system that has tracking history. We'll always know who accessed the door or facility at what time and where they're supposed to, or even if someone tried to access it, they didn't have access to that area.
And this also allows you to turn off somebody,
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
like, we no longer need your services, thank you very little.
Okay, I understand that. So where are we fitting in? We have access to the whole building.
So you would get your own code and you still have access.
Okay, and it would give us access to everything in the building.
Yep, we assign, however we do the zones, but yes.
And you can change the code for each
I do a lot of
person.
work in this.
Uh,
I do a lot of work.
Like Bluetooth, you can change the code, or do you have to come over here and physically?
Right now.
Oh, no, the codes are individual by the
We
system.
don't right now. We don't know who else
Okay, you
is
just
still-
go online and.
We have no
do all that.
control right now,
Yep.
No, we don't.
nothing. And we don't know what else is up there right now.
And the problem is the system we have is pretty proprietary. We try to have some other, and they just, each vendor can sell a specific type of system. Right now, we're just all in with this system because it was what was in our district when I got there, and we just expanded on it.
So you've gotten rid of the ring system and all that crap that we're paying on a monthly basis, that's all gone.
I don't know, the ring is just cameras, so we're not doing.
Do y'all need
anything with
them? They're gone, right? Y'all took them down?
$10.80 a month, $10.81 a month.
We're sitting over on the counter.
Okay. So we can cancel that contract. So I'm good with this as long as that the board has access to everything in this our building, we have access to everything.
Yep, every board member will have
So
it.
you control it, and who's the backup for you? You
So-
get the traffic Windex in.
So there's a couple of admins, but then we also just hired a IT maintenance person who will probably end up taking this role just because it's, we're tracking 109 people or something like that in it. But we have a maintenance division too that
Okay.
kind of, yeah,
So this will all be centrally controlled of it in one.
in the cloud.
Yeah.
Your favorite place?
Oh,
I make a motion that we approve line item payment for $7,232.85 to upgrade our security system.
A second.
I have a motion on the table and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Okay. Now, interlocal agreement. Clint, you want to chat that one?
Yep,
And
absolutely.
this is, I'm sorry, real quick, just as a primer, this, Ken's already walked through this one? Is that correct?
She's got
Ken has reviewed, this is the same agreement we have with ESD6, and then we just changed the services. So Ken reviewed it from ESD6's standpoint, and then we updated it to just address ESD4 and the services in the service area. You'll notice in the agreement, it talks about, from a monetary side, there's not a number in the agreement. The agreement will say approved budget, because your budgets are done annually, all of that. There's all the, from the legal language side, that has been approved. Ken has not gotten back with me to help draw up.
Oh, you got it.
So he did not draw this up. This was actually drawn up by ESD6's legal counsel. He did review it when we entered into an agreement with ESD6.
Okay.
And so what we did was, we adjusted it, didn't change anything about the actual structure of the legal side. And then we addressed specifically ESD4, where it used to say ESD6, and we addressed that we're providing emergency medical transport instead of fire and rescue. And then, yeah.
Okay. Have you guys read through this yet?
Yes, there was, I sent an email out. Did you see
I
that?
saw your email, I didn't read it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh.
It wasn't for me to read. It was,
Okay, yeah, what the hell?
I was doing.
It was under 8, but I don't see it under 8 in here anymore. It's a different contract than what we looked at.
810, you said. You see one of the,
Yeah, under 810, Clint.
This,
So what I added in here, because this reads to me as a non-legal guy, is that we need to get our own attorney. And I added in here, and I would like to add in here, that you understand that we have the same attorney as you have, and that our attorney is gonna have to agree to whatever we do. Because the way this reads is, we understand you have Ken Campbell as the attorney, but you don't understand that we have that.
and I'll tell you a part of this is, that, which is one of the reasons I would ask Ken's been marked this one, because, we still haven't done the,
conflict of interest.
we'd say conflict, right?
Conflict of interest.
Yeah. Between 1, 2, and 4.
So,
Okay, all I wanna do is add that in there, and I'm good with the rest of the contract.
Okay. You want to handle it?
yeah, well, yes,
Okay.
those
You
adjustments.
understand the task on that? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
And I'll send that to you, that, what I would like to put in there.
Absolutely, and I'm constantly pushing Ken to,
Yep.
Yeah, he's working on an issue that we have right now, so.
so,
that
I
he's been putting off.
anticipate we're going to be shoring up a lot of outstanding issues when we go to the conference, because everybody's going to be there and we can put a thumb on it.
And he'll be there too.
And he'll be there too. That's exactly that's it. We're going to go
Well,
sit,
We'll calm.
do this.
Yeah.
Here's a glass of whiskey. Do this.
So, as soon as we get a contract, I can write you a check.
yeah.
Just like two, can write you a check.
Yeah, so for a portion, like, and that's why we're gonna invoice specifically for the monitors and that stuff, and so there'll be an actual invoice that's tied to an actual expense. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So other than that, I've read through it, I'm good.
We're tabling this because we need to get the changes made and until we'll review it next month and until we have, this
I think we should.
stuff sorted between the three ACs. We tried, but, we haven't always been able to make the powwow happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I fully anticipate, again, that we're gonna nail everybody down at the conference, because we'll all be there, hopefully. Margaret?
Yes, just for, it would definitely be some type of non-quorum committee that we discuss that.
Non-quorum, sir. Yes.
Yes.
You're gonna be there? Yes.
There we go.
It'll be over bowling or something.
You know, and, you know, Marvin's gonna defer you to myself, but.
Yeah, I know, but he's still gotta put his name on it.
Yeah, they're ready to sign it, y'all.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna table that. Please, make sure it's on the agenda for next month to review.
So I covered this with Ms. Earls earlier, and it's a procedural thing. Technically, the term tabling would be something for the same meeting. You're just taking no action tonight.
No action.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're gonna have to put that up in big red letters.
Yeah, no action, there we go.
There you go.
Okay, we do not need to, I don't think we need to go into executive session.
No.
Do you, nothing? Then, with that said, no agenda item number 8, 9. The next regular meeting will not be on the December 9th. It will be on,
Whatever the president decides that our meeting will be on.
we're normally Wednesdays though.
He doesn't have to be here for the meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, actually I do, because we don't have a quorum.
True that.
So normally our meetings are the second Wednesday, which would be the 10th, number 1. But again, will still be in another place. And so we're going to have to bump it to the 17th. That's my recommendation.
Is that the next Wednesday?
That's the next Wednesday.
I won't be here.
Meetings on.
You will not be here?
I have conversation.
Oh, 17th?
Yeah.
That's gonna conflict with the ESD2 meeting unless y'all can split it by a couple hours.
Yeah.
They're coming in for the whole week. They're coming in 14 to 20.
Okay, well, so I return, I think I return on the 11th. So I would only, anytime after the 11th.
You return on the 11th?
I return the 11th, but I'm not going to be coherent.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to be inebriated. I'm just going to be done traveling all day.
So the 16th?
Huh?
The 16th is the
No,
Tuesday?
we gotta wait for Brenda because we don't know
Oh,
that,
because you won't be.
we don't know that our third is gonna be here.
The only other option would be the 12th on Friday, but I don't know if that's even an option.
Brenda, I'm retired, so I,
Unless you get the floor.
Let me see. I have nothing on the 12th.
Nothing on the 12th? So we can rebook that for Friday the 12th? Again, another unseasonably.
Friday the 12th,
Friday the 12th is the next meeting,
7 p.m.
7
We want
p.m.
it 6.
No.
7 p.m.
7.
Good, everybody?
Okay.
Okay, around the room comments, anything from the, I won't say it.
Can I go?
That's old howdy doody time. No, anybody from, any room from, or comments from the room, anyone? Anyone?
That's the last thing. Around the-
With that, I will take a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Let's go home.
Okay.
Ma'am?